Hey everybody. The Open Summer podcast has now been redesigned to offer short bursts of news inside short broadcasts. Each broadcast will now only cover one topic, so you choose what interests you, not us. Disclaimer, we're not guaranteed to interest in any topics, and therefore recommend watch all topics. All healthy news diet is guaranteed by healthy reading, therefore Open Summer improves the inefficient supplement to healthy news. As of today, May 30th, 2007, President Bush has nominated Robert Zoellick to become the new World Bank president. If you're not too sure what the World Bank is, it's basically an international organization that's funded by industrialized nations with a purpose of providing advice and finance to aid economic development and eliminate poverty in undeveloped or underdeveloped or developing countries. They do a lot of work in Africa, for example. The main reason for the nomination is because the outgoing bank president, Mr. Paul Wolfowitz, was recently forced to resign due to some allegations that he had improperly given his girlfriend, who at the time was a World Bank employee, an overgenerous raise. And that issue right there, I mean, that's really just scratching the surface. And if you dig deeper, you can kind of see Paul Wolfowitz is more or less backed into a corner by the directors of the bank, and to save face, you know, they let him resign, or how do you say it, respectfully resign, to avoid, you know, more controversy. However, the directors did get what they wanted, which was Paul Wolfowitz out, which I'll cover in a minute. The U.S. always nominates the World Bank president because it's the largest single shareholder. A lot of people, well, a lot of other members of the bank believe that's unfair, mainly Europe, because if you actually combine all the member countries within Europe into one pool, they'll actually be a larger shareholder. However, it's done in an individual country basis, you know, and therefore the U.S. picks its president. And they have like a sort of thing where the U.S. picks the World Bank president and the Europeans pick the International Monetary Fund president. Anyway, a little background on Frank Zoellick. He was President Bush's first trade representative, and he helped ignite the Doha round of global trade talks. If you're not sure about the Doha round of global trade talks, you should definitely look into it, do some more research, but the short and skinny of it, basically it's taking all the countries of the world, sitting them down and saying, you know, let's do free trade together. And so that's actually a big deal that he helped ignite that. I think that's great. Frank Zoellick is known to be very effective in international collaboration, and he currently is a vice chairman at Goldman Sachs. So let's get to the deal. I honestly believe that Zoellick definitely has a difficult job ahead of him if he is accepted by the directors. They're basically kind of throwing him into the fire, per se, because there's a lot of upheaval due to Wolfowitz. You know, he came in there and he tried to reshape a lot of the World Bank policies, mainly dealing with fighting corruption. Wolfowitz had such a strong policy on corruption where in countries they were aiding, if corruption was high and it couldn't be, you know, minimized or couldn't be taken down, he would totally say, we got to cut off total funding to this country until they change. And a lot of the members and a lot of the employees of the bank thought that was too radical, and that's one big reason why they were so critical of him and criticized him and really wanted him to go. And now Mr. Zoellick is coming in after all this, you know, it's like, whoosh, how you doing? I have to take over. The ironic thing real quick about Wolfowitz fighting corruption in these countries is, you know, he was in fact forced to resign due to his own corruption allegations. I personally think it would have been cool to see Tony Blair get nominated, but I guess the U.S. is going to stick with its tradition of nominating a U.S. citizen. One quick fact for thought is there was a poll of World Bank members, and an overwhelming majority think that this tradition should be scrapped, but I guess time will tell. And in the meantime, good luck, Mr. Zoellick, and to all our viewers, opensermo.com.